The old man didn't even look at him. He just said, "You are not the stone. You are the river." Seth had no idea what that meant. He was too busy trying not to cry. In front of a stranger. He had failed his engineering entrance exam. Twice. He was 18 years old. Sitting on a park bench. With an empty chest. And a phone full of congratulation posts. Everyone else had passed. He didn't want to go home. He didn't want to see his mother smile and say, "It's okay, son." Because that would hurt. More than any anger ever could. He came to the park. Just to disappear for a while. He didn't expect an old man to change the way he thought about everything. Dash dash dash. My name is Willie. And if you're watching this, you probably know that feeling. That heavy chest. That voice in your head saying, you are falling behind. That moment. When the whole world is moving. And you are just standing still. Holding your failure. Like it's permanent. What happened that evening by the river? I still think about it. Not because it was dramatic. But because it was true. The old man was 71 years old. Simple sweater. Old brown shoes. Watching the river. Like it owed him nothing. Seth sat at the other end of the bench. Just because his legs were tired. He didn't want to talk. But the old man spoke first. You look like someone who just lost something. I failed my exam. Second time, Seth said quietly. The old man didn't say sorry. He didn't say, it will be fine. He just reached down, picked up a small, smooth stone, and held it up between them. You see this? It was once rough, sharp, ugly. But the river kept touching it. Thousands of times. And now, look at it. Seth looked. So, I'm the stone. No. The old man said. You are the river. What does that mean? The old man said. Everyone thinks failure is the river. And they are the stone. Being hit. Being worn down. But that is wrong. You are the river. You are the one that keeps moving. The failure. The exam. The problem. That is the stone. It just sits there. You have the power to go around it. Wear it down. Or leave it behind. He paused. Rivers never stop. When they hit rocks, they just keep going. And over time, even the hardest rock becomes a smooth little stone. Dash dash dash. Some things about those words felt different. Not because they were fancy, but because the man said them. Like he believed them. Like he had lived them. Dash dash dash. Have you failed at things? Seth asked. The old man smiled slightly. Son, I failed at so many things. I stopped counting. Business gone at 25. Marriage broken at 30. I was a terrible father. For years. He looked at the water. But I finally understood. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the road to success. Not a wall. You cannot see what's around a bend. So you think the road has ended. It hasn't. You just have to keep walking. Seth was quiet. Then what if I keep walking? And nothing gets better, quote. The old man turned and looked at him properly. When you failed the first time, did you study differently for the second? Quote. Yes. Asterisk. And after the second failure, did you learn something? Seth thought. Yeah. I was memorizing. Not understanding. The old man nodded. Good. Your failure just taught you something. Your success never could have. That is not a small thing. He leaned forward. The student who fights for every mark. Who fails and gets back up. Who learns why he failed. That student understands something deeper than the one who passed easily. Character is not built in comfort. It is built in quiet moments. When you choose to try again. Even when you are tired. Even when you are embarrassed. Even when nobody is watching. Dash dash dash. The sun was going down. The river turned orange. What do you want to be? The old man asked. An engineer. The old man smiled. Then you already are one. Engineering is not passing an exam. It is looking at a problem and refusing to give up until you find a way through. Quote, you failed twice. You're still here. You still want it. That is the mindset. The exam will come. But the mindset, that is the real thing. Seth stood up, picked up his bag. Thank you. The old man waved slowly. Just keep moving, son. Rivers don't ask permission to reach the sea. Seth studied differently after that. Not longer. Smarter. He stopped being embarrassed about not understanding things. He passed on his third attempt. Dash dash dash. But the pass was not the most important thing. The most important thing was what he carried in his mind. What a quiet old man gave him on a bench by the river. That failure is not a verdict. It is a teacher. That you are not the stone. You are the river. Dash dash dash. And somewhere around the bend in the road, everything you were working for is already waiting for you. Keep moving. Dash dash dash. If this story gave you something, a little push, a little hope, a reminder that you are still moving, then stay with us. Asterisk. More stories are coming. We'll meet again in the next one.